Hello all your Pregarians. Hope you had fun learning the last tutorial. Our Prego family is growing big day by day and we are almost close to 300 subscribers, which is motivating me like anything. So I thought let's give the members of this family a name, and this is what I came up with: Pregarians. So in the last tutorial which I posted got some lovely comments, and Shubham Guru also notified me to check for a fault that I made. So we will see it first. Shubham Guru, a big shout out before I start anything, and I have an important announcement to make in this video, so don't skip the end. But before anything, hello, welcome to Prego Coding Classes. This is Amber Roy. Let's get started. Alright, now according to Shubham, I made a trim password on 10:55 approximately, and I didn't trim the password on 5:24 approximately. So these are the activities I mainly worked with. The first one was register user activity, the second one was main activity. Actually these two activities have the password fields only, and I didn't proceed further. So let's check if we have trimmed it or not. In the register user activity, I have not trimmed it, and on the main activity, if we go down string password, I have not trimmed it. So Shubham, I think you should check once again. I don't think I have trimmed it anywhere. I don't see it rather. Let's just check it once. No, I don't think I have trimmed it. So let's get going with the tutorial. Okay, so in the register user activity, we are redirecting the user over here to the main activity for the user to log in again. And but we are not logging out the user. This user is logged in over here. After the upload or before the upload, the user logs in, and the upload doesn't work if we do not get the ID. So we have to log in the user, but we are not logging the user out. So before the activity starts, the main activity starts, we just need to log out the users. So over here we need to write Firebase auth dot sign out, this one, and this signs out the user and redirects the user to the main activity, that is this activity. And over here we need to make a small change also, that is when the activity is redirecting the user to the chat main activity, we are not finishing this activity, or we are not closing or deleting this activity. If the user hits back, then the user again comes back to the main activity, which we do not want. So hit enter and write finish. That's it. Now on the top we need to also check if the user is already logged in or not. If the user is logged in already, we will redirect the user directly to the chat main activity, or we will give the user a chance to log in again. So we'll write if Firebase auth dot get current user is not equal to null, then what we will do is start activity new intent, and we'll say main activity dot this to chat main activity dot class, and we'll again finish this one. That's it. Now the user can be redirected to the chat main activity, and I don't think there is any change to be made. Now we can work on with the chat main activity again. Okay, now let's quickly just create a fragment, cause we need a fragment for the user to search for friends. Now go to resources, right click, new. Let's just check if this resource is the resource we are working with. Yes. So right click, new, fragment, and blank fragment, and we'll name it friend request fragment. Hit finish. Now as we did before, we'll delete every excess thing that is here. So we'll delete this one, and we'll also delete the strings and this one as well. let the empty constructor be here, because in every class or every fragment we need an empty constructor. Let's get rid of this thing over here. Let's get rid of the onCreate. We'll just work on with the onCreate view. Okay, so as this is done, let's just go to the layout file, and over here we need a search bar and a search button with a recycler view. So let's just hit Alt, Shift and left arrow. That brings up the split screen. So underneath, just get rid of the text view over here quickly, and we will write a linear layout of match parent and height of, let's say, match parent only. So we'll just close this with a greater than sign, and underneath we'll provide an orientation of vertical, and underneath we'll create another linear layout of match parent and wrap content. We'll give a greater than sign, and we'll give an orientation of horizontal. So underneath we'll create an edit text. Let's say edit text of width, say 300 dp, and height of wrap content, and this should be dp not do. And let's close this one and give it a hint of enter username to search. Let's give it a font family of let's say semi bold. Okay, so we'll give it a size of, let's say, 18 sp. 18 sp is not good, let's give it 22. Okay, that's good. And we'll give it an id of friend search edit text, and underneath we'll create a button of 45 dp of height 45 dp. We'll close this one. We'll give it an id of friend search button, and underneath we'll create a recycler view of match parent and wrap content. So we'll also give we'll just close it and give it a parent top or a layout margin top of, let's say, 20 dp, and we'll also create a padding. So let's give it a padding of 10 dp. So this is looking quite good now. We just need a vector asset so that we can show it in the button, search picture rather. So hit right click on the drawable folder and create new vector asset. We'll create this icon and say over here search, and we'll select this one. You can give any vector asset you want. I'm just using this one, and we'll create a color of green, and let's just make it dark. Choose next. I just hit previous and just give it a name of IC search. Next, finish, and we'll use the background as the IC search. So at drawable IC search, and that's it. It is there. And let's just use a margin start. So margin start would be, let's say, 15 dp. Okay, now that's it. The user enters the name over here, hits search, and the search result is shown over here. So for this we also need to create a card view, and let's just also hit right click on the resource file, new Android resource file. Over here select layout, and this is already selected as layout. Let's change this constraint layout to card view, and over here we'll name it as card view friend search list. Hit OK. So it is created. Now we'll again hit Alt Shift left arrow, then we'll just position it as we want, and then we'll give it an elevation of 96 dp and a corner radius of, let's give it 12 dp. Underneath we'll create a linear layout as well of match parent and wrap content. Hit the greater than sign. We'll give it an orientation of, let's give it horizontal, and then we'll use a padding of 10 dp, and we'll also put this height to wrap content. Okay. Now down below we'll create an image view of let's give it a width of 100 dp and a height of 100 dp. Let's close it, and let's do one thing. Let's give it a background of we'll give it a random one, and we'll select this, and let's make it lighter, a bit lighter. Yes. So, and we'll give it a source of this baseline person, and we'll give it a scale type of center crop, and that's it. We'll give it an ID, that is friend search profile image, and down below we'll give another linear layout of match parent and wrap content, and we'll give a greater than sign. This orientation would be vertical, and within we'll say a text view of match parent and wrap content. Let's close it. Just give it a text, an example text of, let's give it my name, and we'll say alignment, center, and font family of semi bold, and a size of 22 sp, and style of bold. That's it. Now we'll give it an ID of friend search text view, and then we'll say button 140 dp by 40 dp, and we'll close it and we'll give it a text of add friend. I'll just give it add, and we'll position it the right, and we'll give it a margin top of, let's say, 20 dp, and we need a background color initially as green, so let's give it a background tint, say FFF, and we'll change it to green, so we'll select this one and just bring it here and select green. This is good. Now let's just make it a bit darker, that's it, and text color of white. Now that's done, so give it an ID of friend search button, and that's it with the friend list search. We'll just close everything. Now we'll create another layout, and we are creating a lot of layouts. I know this is boring, but what to do, the chat application needs layouts, and I've worked with a lot of layouts. So let's create another one. Go to new fragment, blank fragment, and we'll name this one as friend add remove, hit finish. So after it is synced, let's just get rid of these things again. Until the on create, let's delete it, and we'll get rid of this, and let's go to the layout. Let's hit Alt Shift left arrow button, and we'll say, let's delete it, and we'll say a recycler view of match parent and wrap content with an ID of friend add remove recycler. Okay, as the recycler is done, we'll need to create another card view. So go to layout, or let's hit right click on the resource folder, go to Android resource file, change the value to layout, and we'll change the root element to card view, and we'll name it as card view add remove. Okay, now that is done, let's go to the design tab, or let's just split it, and we'll again arrange it, and then hit elevation as 96 dp, and change the card corner radius to 12 dp, and again we will need another linear layout with match parent and wrap content. With an orientation of horizontal and image view of 100 dp by 100 dp, and we'll also give a padding over here of 10 dp, Just close it and first give it an ID. Friend, add, remove, profile image, and then we'll set a background. We'll just copy it from this card view. This one, the friend search list. Background of the one we have set on the search list, and we'll need a source of baseline person and a scale type of center crop, and I think that's it what I have used here. Yes. And then what we'll need to do is we need to create another linear layout. Just we are doing things just the way we have done on friend search list card view. So over here we'll say match parent and wrap content, and we'll give an orientation of vertical. Over here we'll need a text view of match parent and wrap content. Let's close it and give it a text, sample text of username, and just align it to center and give it a font family of semi-bold, text size of 22 sp, and style to bold, and underneath we need two buttons. So button, let's give it let's say 200 is too much. Let's give it 100. This 100 is fine. 100 dp by height of wrap content, and we'll close it again, and then we'll give a text of accept, and we'll give it an ID of friend, add, remove, accept button, and we'll just copy. Okay, no, let's just build it first. Let's give a size of 12 sp, and now just copy it and paste it below, and we'll give it an ID of reject button, and we'll change the text to reject, and we'll keep it under another linear layout because we need this to be beside each other. So linear layout would be match parent and wrap content, and the orientation would be horizontal, and this should be under linear layout. So this gravity is fine. Now this gravity would be right, so gravity would be right. Okay, I think the gravity won't work, so just give a margin start of 120 is too much, let's give it 100. 100 is also too much, let's give it 90. 90 is fine, 90 dp, and we'll give it a margin top over the linear layout to 10 dp, and underneath where the layout closes, the linear layout of the horizontal part closes, we'll assign another text view of match parent and wrap content. Let's close it and we'll say a text of sent on 1/1/2020, ID of friend add underscore sent on, and we'll align this to center and give a font family of, let's give it semi bold, and we give a margin top of 10 dp. That's it with the card view. We don't need to do anything else, and we'll just give two colors for these two buttons. The first one, we'll give it as green, so select the white, make it green, and let's make it a bit lighter. That's good. We'll change the text color also, so text color, make it white, and we'll change this background as well. So we'll copy both of these things, we'll paste it over here, and we'll select this, select the red color, and that's good. So that finalizes our layouts. Now let's get going to the coding. Let's just close it first. Let's open the chat main activity, and over here we need to write fragment friend add remove. So friend add remove, friend add equals to new friend add remove fragment manager 2 equals get support fragment manager, and fragment manager 2 dot begin transaction replace with RID dot, and make it chat message frame layout, comma this friend add and we'll commit this. So this should open this fragment, the friend add remove fragment. Okay, so it's 28 minutes already, and as I said, there's a data issue going on with me and my life, so let's continue this vlog next time. Alright, now for the big announcement. A channel needs to build a community, and a community needs some moderators. So this channel needs the same. So interested people who would like to help others in this channel might drop down an email, and the people who have some experience in coding would be chosen as moderators, but please make sure you are willing to help others. And one more announcement is I am planning to make a question and answer video. So people who wants to ask anything, and just anything at all, be it about me, my life, about programming, about anything you can think of, just post a comment down below and I will choose the best comments out of it. Just make sure to use the hashtag #AskPregoClasses. I'll put that in the description box. I'm going to pick up comments from previous posts as well, so don't be disappointed with those too. So that's all. See you all in the next video. Don't forget to like this video and support the channel. Now users, do subscribe to the channel to enjoy the contents in future, and bye bye and happy coding. If you have liked the video, hit the like button, then the subscribe button, and then the bell icon.